All right, hey guys, so glad you're here joining us for another day, another time, another blessing. Today we're going to be doing our small talk with small business, and today we have in the room Nicholas Dobbs here to bless us with his presence, with his business, tell us all about how he's adding value to our community. So, welcome, Nick.
Thank you, Walter. I appreciate it, man. Greatly appreciate it. Good to be here today.
All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to ask you just for the record, what's your name?
My name is Nicholas Dobbs. You could call me Nick Dobbs, but that's me, man.
Okay. Tell us a little about yourself.
Well, I am a native of Palm Bay, Florida, currently here for 8 years by way of Niagara Falls, New York. I am married to a wonderful woman, Summer Blanding Dobbs. I have a son. I come from a great family, the Dobbs family, as you stated. We're going to get into what it is that I do, but I enjoy, spending time with my family. I am a God-fearing man. I definitely love the people. There's many things in ministry that I do as well. And I love music. I love the arts in general, sports. And obviously barbering, just kind of captures all of that. But I'm definitely grateful to, be here today. And I am extremely excited about any opportunity to be able to help people. That's something that I love. I love to help, love to encourage any way that I can for all the gifts that God has given me.
Of course, hey, we really appreciate you. Like I said, I know that when I first met you, an automatic bond was formed. Being that we're both God men, and just that relationship was really impactful from day one. So I appreciate you for being with us, and especially being impacted in my life, being my personal barber. Obviously, getting it every week. So the next thing we're gonna ask you, of course, is what's the name of your business?
NsPireD Cutz, LLC. NsPireD Cutz is the name of the business.
Okay. Next question, very obvious. What services or products do you offer?
Thank you. I appreciate you asking that. Well, first and foremost, we are a barbershop. So we do provide barbering services for men, women, and children. We offer some products for grooming, for beards, for your upkeep of your hair, your scalp, and we also provide many different types of avenues to book, to pay. You have an opportunity to book through our app that we use, the Cut app, book.thecut.co/Nicholas Dobbs. It gives you an overview, the different services, the gallery. It's a family shop, so we are big on family. Anytime that we are able to point people in the right direction, in addition to helping them get their hair and their head right, that's what we're all about, man. So those are the things that we offer. This just to name a few.
Of course, and I gotta ask, because I know how we are. Are you good with like different hairstyles, hair textures? Different ethnicities, and you can handle any kind of hair.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know
if you can grow it, we can cut it. We can service it. No matter the texture.
I like that. We can cut it. All right. Yeah, that's cool.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. We are very diverse with that. Our clientele ranges from all different nationalities, various different ethnic backgrounds, and we try to service everybody that we can.
Yeah, I know. I know you had to have that. Coming from New York and being down here in Florida, you got to have a range of experience. It's not the same, obviously.
Yes. I've been in, I've been in this business. I've been cutting hair for, I'm 43 years old. So 31 years I've been cutting hair. Started at age 12. Got licensed. I want to say it's been 20 years I've been licensed. So 8 years later, I got licensed. Took this craft, this business very, very, very serious. And, ever since, man, it's been history. So have a lot of experience, had a great mentor up in Niagara Falls, New York. I was at Nelson's hair studio. He was my first inspiration, really, got me started with barbering is my father, because he was my first teacher of barbering, because he cut hair, and never was licensed, but he was very skilled with cutting. So that was my first introduction to cutting hair. And then I have a mentor, Nelson Thomas, who brought me to shop there for 12 years, man. I already had clientele, did all the barbering and whatnot. And so it just was able to grow, got opportunities to travel, go to shows, different trade shows, get opportunities and exposures to do various different things in this craft. So it's always evolving, it's something that I love to do. And I don't know about you all, but when you're doing something that you love, it don't really feel like you're working per se.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Even though it is work, don't get me wrong, but you enjoy it, and so I had that testimony.
Man, I love that. I'm telling you that all that experience and time and the value you add back to everyone that comes across your path, man, I'm telling you, it's different. Not everybody's able to get that level of value from your experience in the shop. So next thing we're going to ask you is what inspired you to start your business?
Great question. Well, as you can see, if you look at my hat, you look at my logo, it has my initials, the highlighted letters, the NP and the D are my initials. Nicholas Parker Dobbs. So I've been carrying this name my whole life when it pertains to, the name of the shop and to this that we're walking in right now. My inspiration is driven from, I said it a little bit earlier, I love to be a helper, okay? I talked about ministry. I am also an ordained minister and a pastor. And so I never tried to pulverate your barbering experience with, always talking about just trying to preach to you or teach to you, but I like to listen. I love to help people go from one stage to the next, something that wasn't so great, or maybe it was good, but we always want to take you to a better place. And when it comes to your being as a man, as a boy, or even woman, to an extent in the dimension that I operate in, I like to see a change to help you to grow for the overall grooming experience. Okay, my inspiration is to obviously make you look better, make you feel better, invite you into an atmosphere where many of us, Walter, especially in this year, 2023, people love to be on the go, moving fast,
right.
Always hustle and bustle. When you come into NsPireD Cutz, you're going to have a relaxed atmosphere. I love music. You're going to probably hear some music. I also love sports. So you can, we catch up on sports. We talk about current events. We talk about things in the economy. So the atmosphere that we create in here is very tranquil, very peaceful. It's real light. And you're gonna it's gonna smell good in here too, man.
Yeah.
So like, it's about impact. Taking it. And in this culture, in this business, you learn so much from people. And I like to be a sponge. I never want to stop learning. I don't ever want to stop growing. So with that said, my inspiration of starting the business is to continue to cultivate that from what God has given me with my hands, and being a pair of ears. Many times people just want to vent. People want to sit in your chair and share things with you that they won't tell nobody, and so those things are things that I really enjoy. And I have a natural gift for. So starting the business to be, to say it frankly, to be able to profit financially for something I love, I said, man, I would be remiss. I would be foolish not to do that, Definitely. So ultimately that is my inspiration for starting this business.
I want to pull out two things you were talking about, and that's the environment that you create. And secondly, the foundational purpose, because the one thing I'll say is the environment you create is like a home atmosphere. You come in, you feel right at home. You're talking about sports, you got the music. You have some way to relate to that person in a way. Just like Jesus, when Jesus taught, he always found a way to relate to that person in their terms. So I really feel that godly love atmosphere come into the shop, and I can relate to that. But on the other hand, though, is again, having that foundational purpose that no matter, even if you weren't cutting hair, you would still have that foundational purpose of, sharing God's love and his word. You find a way to serve that purpose, whether it's listening or it's talking. It's not always talking. Sometimes it's just listening, listening here. And I think that we as people and business owners don't always catch that there's more than one way to serve your clients, more than one way. I mean, they might come in needing, a 5-minute cut, but turn into a 20-minute conversation because they just needed, they needed love that day. So, I mean, that's good. That's good. I can't go by without pointing that out, that you add that extra value and you don't do it the same way every time. You find a different way to add that value to that person. So, we appreciate
man. Wow, this man, ladies and gentlemen, is talking about me. I mean, I'm almost like, wait a minute, who is he talking about?
Yeah.
Talking about me. I want to say thank you, Walter. I appreciate you, man. First of all, for being not only a client, but also having a brotherhood, that we've created. You said how we connected, and I love to connect with my clients, man. My clients are like extended family. They really are. They're family. And I remember when I moved, not to belabor the time, but when I moved from New York State, Niagara Falls, New York, which I was born and raised, I was there over 30 years. I've been here 8 years, and 35 years I was there. And I've had grown men in tears when they found out I was leaving because of the rapport that we built, the connection, the relationship, obviously the service. I'm talking, and when you connect with somebody, and when you have seen, there's so many things that transpired in the barbershop, man. People came in, the gift and the joy and laughter, this healing and laughter. We have a good time. We talk, nothing disrespectful or dishonorable. We talk and laugh and joke about, but it's things that are like healthy. You understand what I'm saying? So, I'm really grateful to know that you feel that when you come in. And oftentimes you probably can attest to it. I ask people, so when you came in here, what did you feel? What was your, what was the vibe you received, or what did you hear, or what did you see when you came in? What did you feel? And so people explain and share things along the line. That's very important to me.
Yeah, man, I could not agree more. Like I said, I could not agree more that the atmosphere is there. So next question I want to ask you is what should we look for from you coming forward? I know you were kind of alluding to some of that in last time I was there. Some of the things that you're looking forward to, some of the different things you want to add to the community coming soon.
Yes, sir, absolutely. Well, one thing I can say, I just recently joined the Greater Palm Bay Chamber of Commerce, which is a great organization here in Palm Bay and Brevard County, which they service. They're helpful with many small businesses in general, to help build, to help market, to help connect, many things. To just be a help and an asset in the community, and build your business up. So with that, it's really exciting for me, to be able to tap into this new web of wealth, not only financial, even though obviously it will be a financial increase, but ultimately, you're tapping into wells that are very prosperous, to build those that are in need in the community. A barbershop is like a landmark in communities. It's like something for men and women. The barbersphere atmosphere, you will get so many different things that you won't get anywhere else. I'm also, each month we try to focus on our promotions. I talked about the app earlier. The benefit of having the app, when you download it, you receive vouchers for your services. We have a loyalty program. You can see my gallery. You can see, you're able to leave reviews. We're able to touch those that are in need, like to give to those. We did back to school drive recently, over the last couple months ago, and we always like to stay connected with our students. We did a scholarship for 4 different seniors last year.
Wow.
And we want to see that grow. We want to flourish for those that are graduating college, those that are graduating from high school eventually, and so we take steps, and those are some of our goals that we are looking at doing and accomplishing in the community, as well as, helping people overall in life, to better themselves in life, man, to get some tips on how to groom. There's a lot of young boys out there that are growing up and they need some help with their overall appearance, with their grooming, with their hygiene. So these are the type of things, I've tapped into organizations like Tied Together, which is a phenomenal also group here locally in Brevard County. We go into schools, teach boys how to tie ties, teach them about etiquette, mannerisms, things of that nature. So staying connected. And lastly, this month is we started off No Shave November, which is this is something that's been originated years ago. And it's dealing with health awareness for men, dealing with prostate cancer and also other different things. And we're going to be having a guest. We're going to do some live, couple videos just talking about the impact of that and how it's not just No Shave November, just to say, I don't feel like shaving my beard, but there's a reason and a purpose why it's done. So I'm not going to get too deep into that, but stay tuned for what's coming with that as well. And we know the holiday seasons are here, Thanksgiving and also Christmas next month. So we got a lot of new things. We have some promos that are coming up. Something that I keep going all the time. You refer 3, the next cut is on me. That's something that we never stop. So
I'm telling you, man, you're dropping a lot. And I know you're doing a lot of good things. I mean, because like they always say, God blesses you more to give more. And I know that you're giving more than just value. I mean, you're making connections and you're connecting people. I mean, the impact, I'm telling you, you're doing it, and it's only going to get better from here. It's only going to get better as God continues to makes those connections for you to bless someone else. So I really appreciate it, honestly. One, 2 more left. One more is what is one piece of advice you would give to a new small business owner?
Wow. That's a loaded question. It's a good question too. One of the first things that come to mind, first of all, when you're starting a business, make sure it's something that you really enjoy doing, something that you love, something that you are passionate about, not just to chase the money. You're obviously in it to be lucrative. Let's be real. In society, we need money. We need capital to live, to survive. And make sure it's something that you're good at. Make it something you have a good product. Make sure that you have a purpose. Make sure that you have a mission, a vision for your business. Make sure that you are a good steward with your finance. Get you somebody that is well-versed, that's better than you dealing with money. Connect with as many individuals that are in that circuit pertaining to, small business. And don't be biased, if you will, by just connect with just barbers or just stylists or whatever business. Go outside of what it is that you're doing to really grow and glean ideas. Stay creative, be current, use as many different platforms for advertisement and marketing as possible. You want to have a nice presence, your product, do things with excellence, and if you don't have it ready to put out, no one knows that you weren't going to do it, that you were going to do it at that time. So don't just put anything out in a hurry and rush to get, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. Just make sure you got everything tight and right to the best of your ability, and then put it out when it's absolutely ready, You want you want to always be in that position. This is just a couple of things that I can say to individuals that are wanting to start. You have to be responsible. You have to be consistent. You want to be professional. You want to be reliable. All those things really, really matter. And sometimes, as before, kind of in closing to this question, many people will go to you for what it is that you do, even if you're not the best per se at the actual craft, or the best chef, or the best barber style, whatever. But you're very, very good. You're confident in what you're doing. And because of all those other things that you provide, they're going to come to you, to your place of business, because of those things.
Man, you had a lot in there. It's a lot in there. And I really do hope that they all take that wisdom and knowledge in. But I think the one thing I really do want to highlight is that the 2 things I'll say is like you said, connecting with everyone in your industry and your environment, just trying to glean from what they have. But the second thing you said is really impactful is not only people in your atmosphere, people outside as well, because there are so many different aspects to business. I mean, there is so many different aspects, and you can learn so much from someone else I mean, this person might be in finance, this person might be in marketing, but you might learn different things from different people that really bring your stuff together in a different way. But if you're talking to the same kind of people every day, I mean, you're not gonna get any real change. So that's a really big one, and I want to highlight that one. So our last question is, how can people contact you?
Great question. Well, we have it so those that are in modern society, if you are you're very savvy with social media platforms. I know you may not be able to see it here, but I have my all of my information is on my page, excuse me, via Facebook, via Instagram, and also YouTube. You also, on my business card, there's a QR code which will lead you to the Cutz app. The Cutz app is what you use. You're familiar with it, Walter. Thank you so much for using it. It's very beneficial for you, the customer, because what you do is when you download book.thecutz, you go to that, you can search it through Google or what have you. Book.thecutz.co/Nicholas Dobbs. It'll take you right to my page. It's like a website almost with all my services, my hours, my pricing. There's a photo gallery, there's a loyalty program you can see, you can leave reviews, you can contact me that way. Obviously, you can call me 716-990-3130 or text. You can also inbox me, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all these different platforms. You can definitely, and certainly we want you to come on down to the business, at the shop at 4690 Lipscomb Street Northeast, Suite 9C, and that's in Palm Bay, Florida. And those are the main primary ways to contact me. And I certainly do recommend appointments, but walk-ins are welcome.
Thank you. We really appreciate that. And like I said, I mean, you know me. I'm there. If I ain't there every other week, I'm there weekly. So, hey,
Yes, sir.
Certainly recommend people to come through here. If you're in the greater Palm Bay area, if you're in Melbourne, to come on by, get a cut. It's more than a cut; it's an experience, and I promise you will leave feeling better than when you came. So, we really appreciate you for joining us today, Nick. Honestly, like I said, the value that you add to my life and community as a whole is more than we can say, more than we can express. So we really do appreciate you. I'm going to take all the information that you've given, the contact information. I'm going to have that in the caption of the videos on YouTube and Facebook so they can contact you. And again, we just appreciate you for all your
awesome.
So we will talk.
Man, I appreciate you, brother.
All right, brother.
Thank you, sir. Hey, this was my pleasure. This is, man, keep doing this. This is awesome. This is awesome, man. Thank you so much. Opportunity.
What's up,
all right. Take care.